What is going on, guys? It is Mr. Banks here coming at you live with another SPY trade recap in the books. What I want to go over today is our 414 play that we took. That was an absolute banger. We grabbed that and bottom ticked that right here off of 414. Now, before I start this video, I want to tell you guys that stocks only do three things, and this is all you need to know. They will either bounce, they will either break, or they will reject. If you understand this simple concept, trading will become much more easy for you, right? So stocks will either bounce, break, or they will reject. Bounce, right, off of support, reject, right, off of resistance, or they will break, right? Breakout. Three simple things. Learn it, know it, apply it. All right, so 414, why did I take calls right off of this bottom? Well, if we want to take a look here, we showed that 414 was a strong area, right? We showed that we had some consolidation here a little bit. We had a gap up, right? We had a gap up from 414. When we came down, we retested it, right? And that's another thing, stocks will retest. They will retest. So a retest can be considered a bounce or a reject, depending on which way it is moving. We came down and we had a retest or a bounce, right, off of this 414 support. Very simple. When I knew that we held this, I mean, we're going to break, this low right here, this after hour low, right, from yesterday, I knew to hold it to take calls, to go to the upside, right? So we had a bounce off of support. We held. I knew that the market was going to head up. It's a very simple concept, guys. Don't overthink this. And now, when we take a look here, why would we take puts off of 417.50? Now, guys, let's take a look at my homework real quick. I had SPY 417, 417.50, reject for puts, or break and hold for calls. Can't get any better than this. Can't get any better levels than this. What happened today? We had a nice reject off of the 417.50. Right? We had a nice reject off of the 417.50, which happened to be, the pre-market high. What do you know, right? So also understand that these pre-market levels are very important, right? They are very important. Pre-market, after hours, but especially intraday, you want to get your pre-market levels because they will always retest them. I cannot stress that enough. Pre-market levels and previous days' highs and lows should always be mapped out. There is always a play to be taken from this level. So whether it is a breakout, a breakdown, a retest for a reject, or a retest for a bounce, I guarantee every single day there is a play to be made off of the pre-market high, low, previous days, highs and lows. Why do I know this? Well, because my strategy, I play these things every single day. That's what my watch list is mostly based off of, right? That's what my trigger levels are mostly based off of. When you find guys that are using this, that, and this and that, you could see that they have all these weird levels and they usually don't match up. Why? Because they're not using pre-market highs and lows and previous days highs and lows and close, right? The close of the previous day as well. So right here, we had a close of the previous day retest, right? Nice bounce off of the close. And we knew we couldn't head lower. So that's where I saw the move to take the calls, right? So if you want to take a look here, right here in our chat, make it super simple for you guys. Sorry, that's not it. Super simple, right? Banger with AAL2, but SPY 415 calls, right? And I held a runner. Look at this, held a runner all day till the end. But that's another story. Coming back here, took 414 because it was a bounce off of the support off of the after hours and the close of yesterday. Super simple. We held it. We didn't break down below that. And once we held, I knew we were going to head higher. We held a support. We're going to head higher. Now, pre-market level high was also where we got up to, was also where we broke down. This is where we rejected. It was a major level we saw on pre-market. It was a major level we rejected. We're going to reject that again. And when we came back and retested, we broke out finally, but you could see why this level was so important. And you can also go back. Let's go back just a little bit of why I was bullish for today. Yes. Did we break down this week? Absolutely. But look at this bull, right? Look at this curve up. Nice cup, right? Nice cupping right here. So we saw that we were basing, right? And as we were basing, we had that nice gap up. But you can even take a look on a 30-minute chart. Look at where we found support and where it bounced off of. I mean, guys, this can't get any more simpler than this, right? We bounced off of support, right? We were heading up. We ranged here. We consolidated. We based. Guys, if we're basing and we gap up, we're most likely going to keep going up. Very simple. We're going to go up if we're going up. We're going to go down if we're going down. So nice bounce off of the support. Took that, puts up here off of 417.50 on the call, on the money. But if we want to take a look at why 417 was such a big area, we can just go back to Monday. What happened Monday, right? What happened Monday? We had that gap down, but what happened is, guys, we had that 417 area be a heavy, resist support area that finally broke down, right? We were holding it for a while and we finally broke down. 417 is a major level, right? We can even see it here. We try to get over 417.50, another major level. Retested here, right? Breakout retest, right? Breakout retest, right? Breakout bounce. Guys, very simple. If you understand support resistance, supply and demand, you guys can get this and understand this. I trade very simply, guys. Trade off of supply and demand, support and resistance. They give you the levels. They show you where it is going. Granted, if there's news that comes out, it can destroy the whole chart. But the chart will tell you where it is going. You don't overthink these things, guys. We are going to bounce, right? Look for a bounce off of support, a reject off of resistance. And if we have some volume, whether buying, selling, or we've retested this level many times before, we will see a breakout. So I hope this, guys, I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments, drop them in the chat. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be sure to be making more of these. Banks is out.